Morning guys. So it is Wednesday don't know what the date is. I think it's the 10th. Yeah, it is the 10th today. I am about to go to work. Gyms are opening in 5 weeks, so we've got like 5 weeks now to get it ready, really clean, put a plan together. I think from what I know, I don't really know, but that's what I spoke to my boss last night, and that's what the plan of action kind of is. So yeah, 5 weeks until the gym is open, and I can't wait. I really cannot wait to get back to work. I was made redundant in March last year, and I managed to get my job with Shreds, who I work with now, Shreds Fitness Centre, in September. I think it was September, yeah. And I worked with him pretty consistently up until maybe November, because my birthday was on November the 1st, and we went into lockdown on November the 1st for a month. I think it was a month, yeah. So for that month, we obviously didn't work, went back in December, and then again, we got put back into lockdown just on January the 4th or 5th. So yeah, I've worked for January, February, October. I've worked for like 3 months of last year. I haven't worked at all this year, and it's come to a point where I'm just like, I love work. Like, I've worked since I was a teenager. So one of my first jobs was at a private school, like cleaning and stuff. And I've always wanted to, you know, earn my own money, and I've always had jobs, even from working as like the cleaner at Repton School to being like an administrator. I've worked as a carer. I've worked in petrol stations, cafes, restaurants. I have pretty much done all the jobs you can think of. I've been a housekeeper at a hotel, and since me and my ex-partner split up, I've literally only worked in gyms, and that's all I want to do. So people always say, have you got a goal, like career-wise? Yeah, me and my partner are desperate. We want to really open our own gym one day. Obviously that's not something that's going to happen anytime soon, but that is our goal, that one day we'll have our own gym. But yeah, so I'm desperate to get back to work. I'm desperate to just have interaction with the public and see how everyone is, and welcome everyone back into training. And you know, it's weird. Like, I don't care what anyone says, I am someone who loves my own company. Like, some people can't sit on their own for very long without getting bored. I could happily sit in the house on my own for like 2 weeks and love it. Like, I'd be like bliss. My partner's the same as well. Me and my partner are we're not the going out people when we love our own company, and our kind of going out is going to the gym. So yeah, but it's been a long year, and I just want to go back to work and it be work, and not thinking when's the next lockdown come in, or watching the news thinking, oh, the numbers are getting high again, when we're going to go back into a lockdown. So yeah, 5 weeks to go until gym's open. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to work, PTing, seeing everyone. Really I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully this will be the last of this crap and everything can start to go back to normal, as he said it's going to. Is it? Dunno. Who knows? But yeah, just thought I'd come on. So I've done my cardio this morning, did 45 minutes, fasted. That's always the same every morning. I said that yesterday. I've had my meal 1, which was 3 bacon medallions, 2 full eggs, 2 egg whites, which I make into an omelette. As you've seen, I put peppers and onions in, and mixed herbs and salt. And I also have, on a training day, 50 grams of cream of rice. And at the minute I have 3 different flavours of cream of rice, but the one that I had this morning was salted caramel from Trained by JP, and it's amazing. Like, when Hilly, my coach, says that we can have like a high day, it's only happened twice in the whole of my prep so far, but when he says we can have a high day, like I look down, because obviously it's not just one-off meal, it's like the whole day is kind of a bit different. And I'm like, I get to be able to have more cream of rice. And everyone's like, what's something that you really want? If you could eat anything right now, what is it? And I'm like, it sounds weird, but if someone offered me a chocolate bar or a really big amount of cream of rice with like the pasted, have chocolate orange whey on the top, but like in a paste, I'd have that over the chocolate bar because it's so nice. And every time I check in and I get a response back, I'm like, please don't take the cream of rice away yet. So yeah, I have cream of rice twice, only on training days. So I have it as meal one with my first, like my omelette based meal. And then I have it post workout. I have, again, 50 grams of cream of rice with a scoop of protein. So yeah, I've got pull today. It's not my massive pull. So my massive pull session, I always say, is my rack pull day, because I go ham on rack pulls. I do 2 different variations as well. So depending on how I feel today, depends if I'm gonna do rack pulls. So I could do rack pulls today, but if I'm gonna do rack pulls today, they're gonna be above my knee rack pulls. And then my other session, which is my big pull, as I say, that's below the knee. Like, it's more like a stiff leg to me. So it's not just below the knee, it's like on my shins. So that's another session that I do, and then that's my bigger pull session. I've already done that one. So yeah, today is, if I'm gonna do them, because I did legs yesterday, but I feel fine, to be fair. I did quads anyway, not hams and glutes. So yeah, I could be doing rack pulls today, depending on how I feel. I just personally love rack pulls. There's an argument that people say like they've not got a place in bodybuilding. Like I've heard that before, but I really like them. I've always connected well with deadlifts, stiff leg deadlifts, and rack pulls. I love them. But if I had to choose between any of them, it would be rack pulls. But like I say, in different variations. But I think you could probably argue that my really lower stance rack pull isn't really a rack pull. We could say it's more like a deficit no, it's not. No, it's not. It's more like a stiff leg, probably, off a platform. Like, I don't do them on a platform. I'll tell you what, I'll record today, but today, if I'm recording my session, it will be above the knee. And last week, above the knee, I pulled 180 for 10. So today, I want to try and get 185, but we'll see. Strength at the minute is still very high on most things. So the majority of my upper sessions, my strength has not gone at all, and I'm pulling PB still all the time. There's been a few things I've took out of my upper. So for instance, we have a Cybex rowing machine, and for a good like 4 weeks, I've just not progressed on it at all. If anything, I'm kind of going backwards on it. And I stuck it out. I thought at first, no, it's just prep. Like, it's me overthinking it. And then no, it generally wasn't moving. The weight wasn't getting more, and the reps certainly weren't getting more on like the weight that I've previously done. And for 4 weeks, I've been battling with the same weight and the same reps. And I says, look, this has come to a halt. So I've took Cybex row out now, and I switched it up for a seated row, cable seated row. Very similar way of doing it. And also, on another thing that I've had to take out is I was doing cable front raises, cuffed. So I used to put the cable obviously around my cuffs around my wrist, each side, and do cable pulls with my body kind of leaned up a bench, so I'm going forward, so I'm really swinging back. Sorry, I'm like in this angle, like really forward, and then going like that. My legs were resting against the bench, so like my upper body was kind of at an angle. And that is also something I just couldn't get past a certain weight, and I couldn't get past a certain number, and I was battling with that again probably for about 4 weeks, and I thought, no, it's time to take that out. So now, instead of doing that, I do rope, cable rope pulls, completely different. And it's not different, but it's completely different to what I was doing. And yeah, I've got a really good connection with it, and I'm hoping to build them numbers back up. So strength, yeah, the only strength that I'd say I'm losing, I wouldn't say I'm losing, but I'm finding hard, is on leg days. And it's not like accessory work or anything like that. It's literally like the leg press and yeah, pretty much just a leg press. I've got a very, very strong leg press, but yeah, it's taking its toll, I think, now. Like, it's getting like, shit, that's hard. Sorry for swearing. So that's fine. What I've done is made sure that I am dropping the weight, but not dropping the weight as such, but making sure that overall I'm working harder, if that makes sense. So making sure that every week I'm doing, even if I've had to drop the weight, the rep wise, I'm making sure that I'm working harder than the week before, even though it's not weight wise, it's rep wise, if that makes sense. So just got my 0 calorie Red Bull. Oh dear. So yeah, that's what I've got today. And the kids are back tonight, so train at work, clean at work, steps at work. I'll also walk to school to get them if it's not absolutely chucking it down like it is now. And yeah, so I will try my hardest to put some training clips in, and then yeah, just show you like day to day of what I do all the time. So thank you for watching so far, and yeah, let's get Wednesday done. Hey guys, so I have got a prep today because I'm going to work, which I haven't been doing all year because the kids have been homeschooling, but it's my first training day where it's in the day whilst they're at school, and I'm also cleaning work, like I said, getting ready for the open. So I have actually got to prep my food today. I've only got to do 2 meals because I'll have post-workout, and then like 2 hours later I will have my meal. And basically my post-workout is cream of rice and whey. I've got chocolate orange whey with salted caramel cream of rice. And my second meal is literally just chicken and veg. So my chicken is already weighed out. So boom, that can go in there. Frozen veg. So I use frozen veg now on prep. I was at first using all, I don't weigh my veg out by the way. I was at first using all fresh. Oh, it's so much easier just to use frozen. So I will also put some salt on that and my garlic granules. Whoop. And I also like mixed herbs, just to make them a bit more delicious to eat. So that's that meal, so I need a lid. And that's the problem with Tupperware. Lids and all that kind of malarkey. So yeah, so I've got my first meal is chicken and veg, like I've just said. And my second meal, so I need 2 of these now. If I can find a lid for the other kind. What a nightmare. Yay! Is the same as breakfast really. So 50 grams of cream of rice. I normally have the JP salted caramel whey, but I seen someone on Instagram say that they were using a chocolate orange. Let me move the camera up. Yeah, I seen someone on Instagram saying that they used a chocolate orange whey, and I was like, where is that from? And it's complete strength and it's legit. It's so nice. So I have 1 scoop of this. Yeah, it's so good. Like, it tastes like chocolate orange, like there's no other way to describe it. And when you make that into a paste and you pour it on top of your salted caramel cream rice, you're like, oh, life. So yeah, that's my 2 meals prepped for. that's that done. So that's to take with me to work. And all I've got to do now is prep my intra carbs. So yeah, so now I've got to do my intra drink. So I have 10 grams of EAs. First I have some salt in there. Everyone's like, why do you have salt in your intra? It's just for a pump. It's really good for a pump as well. So then I have EAs. At the minute I've got Tiger Blood's Grunt from Redcon. Oh, it's so good. I love all the Redcon supplements, like flavour wise. They're just so tasty. So yeah, I have 10. The other one that I've got in the cupboard is banana, pineapple and banana maybe. That's really good as well. So 10 grams of yes. It says that 1 scoop's 10 grams, but it's not. It's about 12. Because every time I've done it, I'm like, now I'm gonna either like 2 grams. See, 10. That's not a full scoop. I also have creatine. I've just got a MyProtein creatine. It's the tropical flavour. I have 5 grams of this. People take the myth, they're like, oh, you're using MyProtein. I'm a mom, like, I haven't got the budget of someone that's like not a mom. Like, I can't justify at the minute, especially when I'm on furlough, to spend loads and loads of money on like big like supplements from big brands, because I just can't afford it. But the things like Grunt, pre-workout, protein powder, I normally get really good ones, but for things like glutamine, which I'm putting in now, 10 grams of glutamine, for things like this, creatine and glutamine, I just get off MyProtein at the minute because it's just so cheap, and I can effectively spend that money and not feel guilty about it at the minute whilst I'm on furlough. So obviously, people don't tell you how expensive competing is. Like, it's so expensive, it's ridiculous. And I want to do really well, and I do want to get like the best of everything. But at the same time, if I can pull back on certain things and get a cheaper version of something, just at the minute, I feel like a cheaper version is better than not having it at all. So, intra drink's ready, all my food's ready, chewing gum, sugar free, chewing gum because I have that much garlic on my food. I like it. I don't want to smell everyone out. So yeah, let's go to the gym.